Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Singapore vlog. Now before the vlog starts, I want to let you guys know about the Bape sneaker giveaway we are doing. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. We're giving away two different Bape sneakers. One is the Bapester right here, this green and red one. Bought this in Japan. We have a couple sizes available. We're also giving away a pink one as well. And to enter the giveaway, all the instructions will be in the pinned comment or description, but very simple standard stuff. Subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram, subscribe to my friend Carlo, who's another sneaker YouTuber, and follow his Instagram, and just drop a comment at the end of the video answering the comment question of the day on any video I upload this month. So best of luck to everybody in the giveaway, and I'm actually filming this little part of the vlog right now on the final Raptors game, or final playoff game, hopefully, of the season. Game number 5 today. Go Raps go. As a fellow, Torontonian, you gotta represent. I'm gonna be going downtown to the Jurassic Park, so if you guys want to see my adventures on IG story, follow me on Instagram at SneakerTalkCA. And before this vlog starts, also a huge shout out to Elijah Galendez for becoming the latest channel member. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you for the extra support by becoming a channel member. You will have access to the sneakers I have for sale very, very soon, along with all the other channel members. So if you guys want to buy some sneakers for, some fair prices, or get some exclusive stuff you can't buy anywhere else, then become a channel member if you would want to show some extra support. With that said, we have a banger of a vlog today, designer and hype shopping in Singapore. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys check out the other Singapore vlogs in the playlist and my other Asia vlogs. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. If you're just starting your summer break because exams just ended, shout out to you. And with that said, let's start this vlog. It is day number 2.
Singapore.
Let's get it. So I've been wearing my Adidas Young Ones a whole bunch lately. I really like this colorway I bought in Canada. However, yesterday we picked up some sneakers from Full Locker that were sitting. No, not the bread forwards. They didn't have my size. We ended up buying these right here. So these will be the shoes for today. We're linking up with Kevin, the subscriber I was hanging out with yesterday. And we're gonna get going over to Marina Sand Bay for some designer and hypebeast shopping today.
Your Grab driver has arrived. Ooh.
Hey man.
Hello, hello.
We just made it to Marina Bay Sands Shops. It's the giant, massive shopping center right underneath the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. And we're gonna meet Tim at Balenciaga at 3 p.m. So we have a couple minutes to kill. There's an Adidas store right behind me. I don't really know if there's gonna be any heat, so we might check it out, we might not. I'm getting really, really hungry, so let's get to this Balenciaga, let's get some food, and let's see what designer and hypebeast stuff we can find today. So this shopping center right here, the Marina Bay Sands Shops, homes pretty much all of these designer brands. Like anything that you would want, they have it here. They have SLP, they got Bavargi, or Bavargi, I almost threw up saying that. They have Bavagari, but they have Kate Spade, Burberry, Versace, like the list goes on and on. This is like the mall to go to if you're looking for your designer fix here in Singapore. Now it's time for our very first shop of the day here at Marina Sands Bay Shops. We have Balenciaga. Now, Balenciaga is a brand that has garnered a lot of attention online. It's obviously become one of the most popular designer brands at the moment, especially with the Balenciaga Triple S. So here's a look at a bunch of the different Balenciaga Triple S colorways that they had. They had a bunch of new colorways for their hiking version of the sneaker as well, like a lot of them. And that's the main shoe they've been pushing a lot lately since the Balenciaga Triple S is sort of phasing out of popularity since it's been at the front of designer sneakers for about the last 2 years. Now the Balenciaga Triple S is one of the designer shoes in my opinion that actually does a really good job at holding its value. When it comes to designer shoes, most sneakers tend to lose value very quickly, just like cars, after you wear them once or twice. But because the demand for the Balenciaga Triple S is so outrageously high, you can wear them and easily make back your money if you keep them in pretty good condition. And the funny thing is about the Balenciaga Triple S is they actually have a bunch of colorways that look pre-worn, so you honestly won't even be able to tell for the most part if you were buying a brand new version or a lightly worn one, because some of them look used. With that said, there is also another reason for the decline in the Balenciaga Triple S's popularity, and that's its manufacturing. Originally when they released, they were made in Italy, and you know, when it comes to designer items, you want the best quality, the best craftsmanship, and you want to have them made, you know, probably somewhere in Europe, not mass produced in China. But Balenciaga changed its manufacturing for that particular shoe to China to keep up with the demand, and obviously the quality has to go down if they're mass producing them like crazy. So you're paying $1,000+ for a shoe that is, yes indeed, made in China. Now here's a look at some of the other items they had at the Balenciaga store. They had a couple side bags. The neon yellow color or neon green color is really in season at the moment as well, so you guys will see a lot of neon green kind of items popping up from lots of different brands this season. And then here's also a look at the menswear that they had. A couple hoodies, some sweaters, some shirts, nothing too crazy, like the double dress shirt item that was going viral earlier last year. That was Balenciaga. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get any discount inside, so I basically had to say no to all of the items because Balenciaga, of course, is very, very expensive. However, there is one store I do want to hit up because they actually made a really great sneaker this year, and that is Dior. If you guys don't know, Dior has like a high top model that has a see-through version, and it looks really, really cool. So we'll see if they have them in store and see if they're actually affordable for me to buy. Gotta say, this is by far like the cleanest, most beautiful mall I've ever been to. The ceilings are so high. There's so much nice architecture in here. Like, you have this random stuff in the middle, and it's just like waterfalls, like mini waterfalls going on. It's different. So now that we got two of the main stores I wanted to get out of the way, Balenciaga and Dior, we can finally grab some food. And Kevin, the subscriber who was basically hosting me in Singapore, took us to an amazing place for lunch called Din Tai Fung. And the food here was absolutely amazing. I ate way too much. So here's a look at all the food. So after stuffing our faces with all of that delicious food, we continue our shopping adventure. So here's a look at a bunch of the other designer stores they had at Marina Sands Bay shops. They honestly had pretty much every single brand. Like, I don't think they had one missing at all. This is the premier mall for designer and luxury goods in Singapore. Now I will be showing you guys my favorite store in this mall in a moment, Louis Vuitton. But before we get there, I also want to show you guys the Gucci store real quick, because Gucci has some pretty cool items, hoodies, some sunglasses. Here's a look at their belts, and basically all out of my price range. Now we're gonna hit up LV. Now this store had a really cool look to it. They had this sort of Wizard of Oz sort of theme to it. So here you guys can see the yellow brick road, and just a really cool, cool kind of setup. You're not just shopping when you go to these stores. You're also really taking in the extra effort they put in. So there's like a little gallery museum kind of thing going on here. They had some of the new Virgil pieces on display as well. This would have to be my favorite shoe from the collection, the high top one. That sort of reminds me of the black cement Air Jordan 3. And don't even get me started on the elevator here. This is probably the most expensive elevator I'll ever go up in my entire life. Tim is feeling it. It's a vibe. And now let's take a look at the sneakers or the footwear collections they had here at Louis Vuitton. And I gotta say, they did not disappoint. They came with the heat. I was expecting a lot of these Virgil sneakers to be sold out, but they had a few different colorways available. Here's the mid-top ones. I like to call these the CNN because the logo on the tongue really looks like the CNN logo. And then they also had some pretty cool like scarves and accessories. But then this is a colorway that surprised me. I didn't know they released this colorway. This is a new colorway for the spring and summer, sort of like a gray beige version. And going down the escalator is another really cool look. It's sort of like this golden wall, golden fortress, you could say. And I can't get enough of that like monogram print on the elevator. I've never seen that before. A really nice touch. Another quick look down the Wizard of Oz, the yellow brick road. By the way, that was like the first movie I ever watched like 10 times. I love that movie growing up. Anyways, now we're gonna do some some of the hypebeast shopping, and we're gonna go to the downtown core of Singapore for this portion of the vlog. This is the following day, and if you guys haven't seen the other Singapore vlogs, I highly recommend you guys check them out. I think I uploaded 2 or 3, so check them out. I'll leave them linked in a playlist down below, so feel free to binge watch them if you're into sneakers, men's fashion, streetwear, all that kind of stuff. This channel is dedicated just for you. So the very first store we are going to hit up for the hype shopping is Off-White. Now Off-White is right beside the Apple store, so it's not hard at all to find. Here we have the Off-White store, and I gotta say it was a bit hard filming inside. I had to be sneaky, I had to be very stealthy because they don't let you film in Off-White, and you guys will see in the Off-White Japan store when I go later this month in the vlog. They have some really cool stuff there. So here's a look at Off-White Singapore. It's inside of this small little shopping center, and it's just to the left. So it has this cool look. It's usually a pretty quiet store. There aren't too many customers shopping at the same time, and they have this weird kind of vibe inside of the store. No like trendy music. It's a very ambient kind of a low energy vibe. Here's a look at some of the pieces they had, some of the jackets, some of the denim jackets, I want to say. Here's a jacket that looks like honestly a piece of art, and then here's a look at more of the standard kind of crew neck sweaters with the famous X logo on the back. Here's some shirts as well, and that was pretty much all I was able to film. Next up, we're walking across the street, just a small little 2-minute walk. It did feel a little bit longer just because it's so humid and hot in Singapore, but just across the street we have Mandarin Gallery, and over here they have the Bathing Ape store. Now, a fair warning when it comes to Bathing Ape in Singapore, it is expensive. It's more expensive in Singapore, I think, than anywhere else in the world. I think it's even more expensive than America's Bape store. And if you guys know America, Bape in America is pretty expensive. I think the cheapest place to buy Bape is in Japan, but here's a look at the Bape store in Singapore. They had those cool little shark statues near the front of the store, and overall, I gotta say, the selection in the Bape store in Singapore is probably the best, but I think that's due in part because the items are just so expensive. So the items are basically forced to sit because it's really for the rich of the rich. No regular streetwear head is gonna really be buying Bape from the Bape Singapore store. Now you might find a grail, but you're basically paying resale prices for the most part if you're just buying it for retail at the Bape store. Now I was like, how's the store still around? And it's basically just the super rich that are buying the items that are keeping the store around, and buying gifts for friends and people who are too lazy to essentially go to Japan, so they just buy it here and it makes life easy. So here's a small look at the Bape store. A couple items I was able to film just a little bit before they shut me down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you guys made it to the very end, enter the Bape sneaker giveaway by commenting down below your favorite designer and hype brands. Give me 2 brands. It could be 2 designer, 2 hype, or 1 of each, but let me know your 2 favorite hype or designer brands for the Bape sneaker giveaway. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go Raps, go.